Hello, how are you all doing? I'd like to welcome you on behalf of Disability History Scotland and our partners, and welcome you to the official launch of our project. Just to say a little bit about Disability History Scotland. We came together 3 years ago. We had our first annual event at Edinburgh University, and it has to be said, without Edinburgh University, we would not be here today, because they stepped in and offered us assistance when we found none from any other quarter. We imagined the job to begin with of Disability History Scotland to promote Disability History Month. Disability History Month, like LGBT Month, Black History Month, and Women's History Month, really does say on the tin what it does. It's a period of time to focus thought and reflection on the achievements and the issues and to celebrate our particular community. However, we realised that one of the things that we were engaged in with Disability History Month was to roll back on some of the more lurid language that was being used by all sides in the welfare debate, apart from the side that matters the most, those who are actually on welfare. We realised that actually 1 month out of the year, which is never going to be enough to make any inroads on that kind of language and that kind of thinking that goes behind that language. And certainly it would never be enough to get to the people that we wanted to reach and to pass the message, not that we need to hide ourselves away or to be grateful for their existence, that we have a valued and lived experience that we can contribute to society and should contribute to society and actually be recognised by society. That's when they changed to become Disability History Scotland. Our role is not just to reclaim history. We all know that history is usually written by the victors in any particular battle, but it's also written by people with power. And it's also the people with power who have the means to both write the history and have that history repeated. So what we do is we don't seek to rewrite it, we seek to add to it. We seek to add the experience and the addition of the role and the value that people with impairments have put into our society, our communities, our country for hundreds and hundreds of years. We are so grateful to HMF in particular, who have been fantastic. And we also thank all of our partners, Mucklehen, Gavin, Active Inquiry, and in Dobbins Living Memory Association. It's their enthusiasm and their energy that has helped myself and Sasha and the rest of the DHS team really put this into action. So with that, what we'll do now is hand over to Sasha.
Thank you everyone for being here this morning. It's really great, and from little acorns, great big trees grow. The project just began as a tiny little seed, and it's become something that's a living, breathing entity all together now. And I think that just about sums it up, because we are all together working as a team, our official partners and all the people who have said that they will help us. Now, our project doesn't really focus that much on the Great War itself. Our starting point begins with the Nobles explosion in Falkirk, because the narrator of our film is going to be somebody who was blinded in that explosion, and we finish in the mid-1920s. So this isn't really about the devastation of the war itself in terms of battles. It's about the effects and the changes in social policy that we saw in Scotland, because so many disabled people came back from the conflict, not just combatants, nurses and people who were actually injured in munitions explosions. For the first time, Scotland was forced to look at the realities of providing a society where so many disabled people could actually live in a way that came up to the idea of the homes fit for heroes, the land fit for heroes. And we are already beginning to find the big disparity between the rhetoric and the reality. It's not going to portray disabled people as passive, tragic victims. It's going to portray us in the way that we are, in the way that we always have been, as fighters, because that's the message. We'll bring together so many resources that are scattered around Scotland, but we'll be able to have them as a unique resource for anybody that's interested in the role that disabled people had, either during the Great War or just after it. We'll have our memory chest, thanks to the help that we're going to get from the Living Memory Association. We'll have the community involvement, thanks to Gavin and Active Inquiry, who are going to be producing some unique pieces of drama for us. So we're going to bring in as many people as we can. And at the end of it, thanks to Muckle Hen, we're going to have a beautiful animated film that will be there as a resource to be used in schools, colleges, community groups, and we hope will go onto the website for the Imperial War Museum has actually created around the Great War. It's a very exciting project. It wouldn't have happened without the help of a lot of the people in this room, and it certainly wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for HLF. And that has to be acknowledged. There are a lot of funding organisations who possibly wouldn't have entertained us. We're a new organisation. You trusted us, and that's a big thing. And we're really, really so happy that you did. And so thank you to everybody for being here and helping us make it happen. Thanks.